laying out this hammering job, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it using my drawing as well. Ideally, I'd want to turn this one to the side like this, but obviously I don't have room. So unless the customer wanted to buy another slab so I could do that, we're going to have to run it this way. Alright. This is left and right of the freestanding range, and the wall or the cabinets or something are weird. You can see this one's longer than this one, but with Melissa templates, your templates are overhangs to all be 1.5 inches, so who knows what's going on there. And of course you want to try to save as much material as you can. I don't even freaking know. You need to have at least 23.5 for a vanity, 25.5 for a regular top, or it's not worth saving. You need to have space in this so you can get your relief cut both ways. There's quite a bit to laying out templates. So here we got right at about 26.5, 27. So I got enough for a top here, and of course we got enough for one over there. These tape measures suck. You can't read the numbers on them hardly. But I'm going to cut it something like this, guys. Alright guys, it's Tuesday. We don't normally install on Tuesday, but we got a busy week. We had the job with those two big L's yesterday. This one's in Morganton. It's a tear out, and then we've got this. We did everything one piece with no seams. So hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. This is a really large L. But you guys know we try to make them in one piece if we can. Yesterday, the people got mad at me because I said I may have to cut a seam in it. And it's, for people to do that to me, it's ridiculous because I always try to do the best I can. But anyway, I love this house. I love the location of this house. They've got a really nice backyard there. And I'm not sure, but I think that might be Lake James that it butts up to. It's either James or Roadhis. I think they flow into each other. I'm not sure, but anyway. So we're going to get started on this, and I'll let you know if we run into anything and, you know, how it goes. I got ready to move this piece of wood here, but I set it right back down where it was to show you guys. When I started doing the tear out, I always look underneath to see how things are attached, because you don't want to go jerking on something and not know what you're doing and then tear up the cabinets. And you always want to look at the dishwasher. A lot of times they'll have the ears coming out of here attached to the wood countertop. But I looked and I didn't see any, and I just assumed it was attached on the side. But now that I pulled the countertop off, they had these here. And what they did with these is put them right directly over top of the dishwasher to prevent it from moving. Now, as you see, I already pulled this one up, but this one's still attached but a little loose. But when everything was on there, that's what they had. But the dishwasher's not attached any other way. So it's kind of, it's the first time I've seen it like that. Alright guys, so I just pulled the bottom off of the dishwasher to see if I could lower the feet down some. I get this to set lower so we would have room to put our bracket in there. As it is, you can see it's going to hit the door, and it's even going to hit that, which don't move at all. There's no way, so we're going to have to put some type of wood or something. Heck, it's so close to the cabinet, the stone might hold it in place. Put the laser on these cabinets, and they look pretty good. It's kind of a tight area in here, so I didn't want to be in everybody's way, so I went ahead and put it up. But you can see it right there. But everything looked pretty decent. I just asked the guys to think of how we was going to bring the big top in. Whether you have your template with you or not, you need to be able to look at your entrance and kind of see what you're going to be dealing with. So we've got split level here, so we've got a couple stairs, we're coming down. And then, like I told you earlier, we cut this big L in one piece. So we know we're going to have to turn some way to get this in here. And we had all of our tools here. So chances are we're going to have to come in, go back in this room, turn and straighten up. So you always want to be aware so you can have your tools out of your way. That way you're not standing there with the top, having to move tools and all that. So
that you were trying to keep the right days, but it's very understandable that you got a little bit behind.
Yeah, we rarely ever have to push anything out, but we actually had to this time. Without any power, you can't do anything. All right, guys, I've got this job finished. It didn't take us too long. The tear out went really smooth. Really didn't have any issues. Homeowner's very nice. There's a couple people working here. They were very nice as well. Just no problems at all. A lot better than yesterday's job. I promise you that. So not a lot of crazy stuff for you to ask questions about in this video. It's pretty straightforward. We did not need that dishwasher bracket. That's one thing I can show you. This dishwasher fits as perfect as any dishwasher I've ever seen. It's right there at the stone. It doesn't impede the door from opening at all. And where it sits so tight against the insulation, you have no movement at all. So if they could all fit like that, it'd about be perfect. But anyways, if y'all do have any questions or comments, just like always, leave it down there in the comments, and I'll answer it best I can. And I'll see you on the next one.